He's back. He's back, son. And now I can talk. I can talk, see? We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this thing. Bob Menery, he's talking. He's talking about exactly what happened. And I found his statement very notable and interesting because, well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it as people jump on. Talk about him, talk about the hotel thing a little bit, and that's all. I apologize for having to hop off so fast, you guys. That was not intentional. But yeah, let everybody get on. What's up, Jay Dig, 1982? If you guys are watching this after, after it being live, fast forward a few minutes. I'm not going to talk for a few minutes. I'm going to let everybody get on. So I don't have to say things twice and 3 times and 4 times and 5 times. What's up, Jay Hill? Rattel, what's up, man? There's been a lot of very notable things going on today. I'm going to pull this. Colby Covington may have been set up by Nelk Boy Star. That is just fucking priceless, dude. No, dude, the Chael thing, he's looking much better than he was yesterday, that's for sure. He's getting he's much, much better off than he was yesterday. I did drive my truck on Ambien. The last video went down because it was like the first 3 minutes of a live stream that I had to cut off. But yeah, I mean, look, dude, like pretty straightforward situation. If you want me to start with Chael, it's straightforward. There's an article out. It's everywhere now. And the article said that Chael had made a statement to police that he doesn't remember that incident. It's like, so since this whole thing happened, Chael has made no statements at all, like none. And which is why I never said anything about it. Like if he's not talking about it, I'm not talking about it. But yeah, I mean, like this is like out. This is on Yahoo Sports. I mean, this is on Yahoo Sports. My channel is not big enough to bring more attention to something that has, than Yahoo Sports. But yeah, bottom line is it just says Chael Chael and his wife had taken Ambien and he had no memory of anything. I mean, that's what he told police. And like I said, I believe him. I completely believe that. You can't connect anything that's a part of that story to anything you could think that he would do, you know? But anyway, so where did the story Chael was protecting his wife's honor come from? I bet you can guess. Shab. But again, in all honesty, you can't just straight up throw a rock at Shab for that because you don't know where he got that. You don't know like if someone told him to put that out or not, like whatever. You can't hammer him for that. Spinny Chase, thank you very much, sir. Best MMA channel, period. Unbelievable. You only have 60K subs. This guy was going to be on top of the game in a few years or less. You heard it here first. Keep it up, Jess. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that very much. Well, think about it like this, dude. I don't know anything, but I'm just saying, so hypothetically, if that's what happened, if Chael took Ambien and he had some kind of Ambien zombie walk, is that something you would hold against him? I mean, it's not something I would. But like I said, I mean, I've driven my car across town. I could have killed fucking 10 people. You know, I mean, again, I have no information. Like I'm reading out of an article, you know, it says I took Ambien, don't remember anything. And I'm saying based on my own life experience, that is very, very, as a matter of fact, if everything that's been reported is true, then I would say that's borderline for sure what happened. You know? No, not if you get drunk. If you get drunk and kill someone, and no, of course. I'm saying if you take Ambien, like you're just taking a sleeping pill, like a doctor's like, yeah, go ahead and take this sleeping pill and go ahead and go to sleep. And you take the sleeping pill and your body and you react poorly to it. Like you had no idea that like that you're one of these people that like sleepwalks and shit. Because if you don't like, for people who are not familiar with that particular pharmaceutical, that is a very, very, very common side effect. Like an extraordinarily common side effect. I know girls that have called dudes over and fucked guys. Like, you know, they're like, the only reason I know is because of like, I'm like really good friends with them. Like where straight up, they woke up in the morning and they were laying next to like a dude who lived in their apartment complex that they had never slept with before. They had no fucking idea how it happened. And they went through their phone and they completely baited the guy into coming over and they didn't remember it. You know? Zach, you were same thing. No, Ambien and Xanax are not. I mean, I don't know. They're similar. Like they might make you tired, but Ambien is a whole different thing. It's a different. Like again, knowing what I know about that particular, it is incredibly widely prescribed. Like very, very, very widely prescribed. Extraordinarily widely prescribed. Anybody can get it. Like literally anyone can go to the doctor and just be like, I really have a hard time sleeping. You know, one of my friends gave me an Ambien and I had a really great time. Not a great time, you know, like I slept really well. It really helped me with my insomnia. Almost anybody can get it. But that shit, if it doesn't agree with your system and you don't fall asleep, I mean, it's like, I'm telling you, that shit is fucking. Like, but believe me, there is no one who has any experience with Ambien that would doubt that story. Do I think George will just get a fine or will he serve time since he has priors? I think he's going to get the charges dropped. Obviously, that's what I think. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, think about it like this, dude. Like, one of the reasons why I stopped talking about George and Colby is because this whole thing that we're talking about was on my radar before it was public. And so when the George and Colby thing happened, you know, coming from a position of before being extremely skeptical about it to begin with, and then that happened and I was like, damn, I can't fucking believe that I was wrong about that. Like that shit doesn't even make any sense to me. Like I couldn't even believe it. I was like, because why? Like that first time, like why would they do? Like if it's not real, what possible purpose could they have to stage a thing like that at this point? They already fought. Like, so I guess it's real. And then the next morning, the Chael story broke, and I was like, oh, you know, okay, like, and like I said, I mean, people didn't understand what the Chael story actually was at that point. You know, so it's like the Chael story broke, and everybody just like no one even looked at it because the Colby and Masvidal thing was happening. So no one even looked at that story, and I was like, all right, so there's your why if it's fake. But what I was going to say about the Bob Menery thing is I listened to his statement about what happened. Sounds super fucking real. Like the same way that I decided I thought the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing was real was like, it would make it a lot easier if I could see Bob Menery talk about it. But like the Chris Rock thing, dude, like that is a person who is having genuine like stage anxiety because he just got slapped by a dude and he doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. He can't connect his sentences as soon as he realizes it's real. Like that sold me. Like, you know, if it turned out that the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing was fake, would I be like completely blown out of my chair? Not really. I would just be impressed. Like, I would just be impressed. Be like, damn. Like, anybody who ever fucking questions those guys' acting should fucking take a step back, because that was incredible. But given the context of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett's relationship, it doesn't seem like, it just seems like it's more likely that it's real. You know? Like, dude, did you, oh my God, I can't, like, I didn't go live yesterday, did I? I didn't. So you guys know, so if I was going to ask you guys, why is Jaden, so their kid, why is their son, why is he famous still? He's still famous, right? Why? Guess why he's still famous. He's a fashion icon for the gender non-binary like group. Like that's his like that's his claim to fame, dude. Is he's an icon for the gender non-binary group. It's like, of fucking course he is. Like, of course he is. What else would he be famous for? You know? It's like how else could you emasculate Will Smith? Like, you've already done that to him in every possible way you could, like just in life. It's like, yeah, well, nobody can tell me what, dude, I forgot about all that. Like, I was listening to I can't remember. I listened to so many people talk about this yesterday, but it was someone on YouTube, and they were like, dude, she literally said no one can tell her who she sleeps with except her. Like, she's like, I mean, no one decides what happens with my body except me. With Will sitting across the table, you're all, wait, go over that one more time. Hey, Gabrielle, come here. Come here. Come here. Tell me about how no one gets to decide who you sleep with. Just go ahead and just run that by me real quick. Oh, yeah? Fuck whoever I want. Do you now? Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Are you sure? No. Correct. You're my wife. You don't fuck other people, okay? Like, Will Smith just sat there like Jada, she's like, I'm the only one who gets to decide what I do with this right here. He just sat there and took it, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy. And then so you're like, okay, so she's literally taking his masculinity away in every possible way that she could. And then it's like, his son is like, God, you know, I just don't know why, but I just think it's so like progressive for people to think I'm queer. He said he's queer is what he said. That's his words, not mine. And you know, and if you're like, if you're Will Smith, you think you're fucking stoked on that? Like, you're stoked that Jaden Smith is doing that. And then Jada's all, you need to back off, Will. I fucking bet my life on this, you know? Back off, Will. You need to allow him to express himself anyway. And actually, I was too animated on that. She's one of those understated, like, she'll kill Will with just the way she looks at him. She's all, I think that he needs to explore himself anytime, any way that he wants. I don't think it's our place to get in the way of our son and his passion. Do you, Will? Will's like, no. And then his son is a fucking gender non-binary, like, whatever the fuck. You just rip his balls off any possible way you can, dude. Look up videos of Will forcing his son to make out with him. What? I'm going to look that up because that is so bizarre, dude. Will Smith, Jaden Smith making out. Oh my God, I can't believe that was an actual search. All right, let's see.
We all know Will Smith loves his son, Jaden Smith, but he may have shown his mini-me too much love during a recent interview. Still promoting their film After Earth, the father-son duo appeared on Thailand's The Woody Show, and during the interview, Papa Smith planted a wet one right on Jaden's lips. Jaden jumped up and ran from his overly affectionate dad.
Are you guys fucking serious? You think that's him taking his son's masculinity away? That's Jesus. Come on, dude. That's him fucking with his son, dude. His son's still what, like 10 years old right there? He's just fucking with him. He's all, oh, what, you're not going to kiss your dad? You're not going to kiss your fucking dad? That's just him. That's him teasing his son. Yeah, exactly. That's totally fucking cool. Like that's totally fine. There's nothing about that that's weird. That's one interview. Yeah, I mean, if the other ones look like that, then no. Oh shit. Luis Gomez on the Will Smith slap. That I'm gonna watch for sure. Luis is fucking hilarious, man. That was the light one. All right, hang on. Oh, here we go. Jaden Smith reacts to Dad Will's Oscar slap.
Oh, wow. It's the slap.
You know what? Hang on. Let me just go back to the original point of this video. So real quick, what I was saying about Menery. Okay, so like what I was saying about Bob Menery is his statement reads very true to me, which is the like I said, man, I still like it, like if tomorrow these guys were like, gotcha, it was a work, we got you, I'd be like, you never fucking got me, dude. Like, not even a little bit. And not because I'm trying to win a thing. It's just they just didn't yet. Like, I'm not sold. Like, I'm just not. And only because I was so sure that it was a work. And then this thing with Chael is like right underneath it where it's like, this is real fucking convenient, dude. Like, this is real convenient. And it's like, it's literally like you scripted it where the story just will not go away. First night, fight. Second day, whatever. Next day, he's charged. Next day, whatever. Oh, Bob Menery set him up. And that's where he's being like, what? It's like, oh, his health is declining. It's like somehow there's a new story every fucking day. That's how you control a news cycle, which is why I'm like, all right. But then the Bob Menery statement, I was like, that sounds pretty fucking real to me, dude. Like that is how you would describe that situation if you're in that environment. That doesn't mean he couldn't pull it off. And like I said, fucking thing could be real. I'm just extremely skeptical when things are very convenient, where it's like, well, that's convenient. Oh, the American Medical Association banned that treatment and is mandating that you take this treatment. And this company that completely controls the AMA made $30 billion on that treatment. Oh, weird. Like, I'm sure that those things aren't connected, though. Hey, dude, if you want me to read something, super chat it. Fucking simple problem. I will read every super chat 100% of the time. Cain Velasquez should be on house arrest, and the child molester should be in jail. One threat to molest. I agree. Wait, are you fucking serious? All of that over Arnold Allen versus Bryce Mitchell? I'm not even fucking responding to that. That's if that seemed like that was that important, give me a break, dude. I'm not saying it's not a big fight. Like, what the like? That is not even remotely in the stratosphere of big enough deal to do 50 fucking chats on it, dude. Be a great fight, but looks pretty similar to Barbosa versus dude. What happened with Chael? Chael said he doesn't remember anything from it, which I believe. His statement is that he doesn't remember anything. That he and his wife took Ambien, and he doesn't remember a single thing from it. The Nelk boys, so that's funny that you say that Nelk boys are liberals. I don't like fucking labels. But I will say this, that like I watched them when they had Candace Owens on, and Menery and the other guy. Like, I apologize, I don't know these guys' names. I actually just learned Menery's name. I think they're fucking funny. I just haven't ever like watched them enough to like know all their names and shit. But like the main dude and Menery, those guys were super just like they look like just common sense. You know what they look like? They look like common sense guys that haven't really paid that much attention to politics, like just in general. It seems like they are getting a fucking crash course right now in why people flip sides like I did, where it's like they have Donald Trump on just as an interview. Nothing. Like there's nothing even in that interview that's even moderately misinformation, nothing. And YouTube bans it. And they're like, wait, what? It's like YouTube just fucking took it down. It's like you're not allowed to have him on your channel. Like you're not allowed to like, and so they're like, what the fuck? It's like, exactly, dude. You want to be on that side where you literally can't, the guy's a former president of the United States. You can't even have him on your channel or else they take it down. That seems like the country you want to live in. But the other dude, like the kind of younger one with the spiky hair, he was looking at Candace. This is like, that was actually really funny, dude. You should watch the okay. Bye-bye. See? Too much talk, bro. Now you're gone. Anyway, but if you watch the Candace Owens one, it's oh fuck. You know what I just realized? I forgot to have that setting on that doesn't let shitheads do that. So thank him. Anyway, why do these always default to limited ads? Like, I'm that fucking controversial. Every single one default or like, you know, limited ads. Boom. There you go. Anyway, so oh yeah, I need to do that too. Fuck me. All right. Anyway, so the other guy, he starts that Candace Owens one off like this. Like his body language is hilarious, dude. He's literally like, he's just sitting there like this, like he's on like the other side of his chair, like looking at her, like, and you could just tell like he went into this thing with someone in his ears, like that girl is a fucking white supremacist bitch. And because you can just tell from his body language, and then you watch him, and he's like trying to like question her, where he's just like, well, whatever. And then you watch his little brain throughout the whole entire thing just start being like, Jesus, she's starting to make a lot of sense. Like, you could tell he's like a smart kid who just had someone pissing in his ear before the thing, you know, like, and you watch his whole body language completely shift throughout the thing, where he's like, fuck, she is pretty goddamn smart, isn't she? You're like, well, yeah, dude. It's fucking Candace Owens, man. She's pretty fucking smart. Bob's body language while Colby was getting attacked was that of someone that wasn't. Wait, in what footage? Is there footage of it? Like, where's the footage? If there's actual footage of the attack, someone shoot it on here. Yeah, that's what I thought. The video that was up earlier, I took down just because it had just started and I had to take it off. All right, strange Hollywood parents, Will Smith and his son. Here we go. I mean, no one's saying the dude's not fucking strange. This is really weird music, though. Okay, that's a movie.
I sense that there's a what you would call it, there's a distance in terms of affection showing between the general and his son.
5 pillars. I agree with that.
Or no?
Nah, we're very affectionate.
All right, we saw this one. He's teasing his son, dude. It's a joke. He's teasing his son.
I think when you have kids,
Okay, if this is what we're talking about, this isn't shit. This is nothing.
Just want him to feel the affection, you know?
His kid's embarrassed. He's just teasing him.
So even on set, he wasn't even trying to.
No, not on the set, he wasn't trying to kiss me, but after the set, he'll try to kiss me.
Okay, no, this is nonsense. Anybody who thinks this is weird doesn't have kids, man. He's just fucking with him. Like it's him teasing his fucking kid, man. He's like, oh, what, you don't love daddy anymore? Because like that's at the age where the kid just got too cool for school. Where it's like, you know, he just got too cool for school. It's like, oh, you don't want to kiss your dad? Oh, you don't love me anymore? Stop it, dad. He's just fucking with him, dude. That is dad humor, 100%. Embarrassing your kids is hilarious. I mean, if the footage is there, send a link to it. Bob told Colby, they said before the Colby show that they recorded that before the fight. So that doesn't make any sense. No, Jada's not a genius. Jada's like hyper intelligent, but like intelligence isn't always like a good thing. She's just like, she's super fucking smart, but that like, it's like she can't turn it off, which is obnoxious. And dude, she's like, anybody who thinks that was me, like, oh my God, Jada Pinkett's awesome because I called her smart. There's a million smart people that suck fucking donkey balls. Her being one of them. I remember Schaub's explanation. He said Colby got his ass kicked to Usman in the second fight, and that made Colby emotional. You could see it in his face. Bob doesn't like Colby. Clear as day, a setup with George. Okay, so you're saying you think that Bob set Colby up to get jumped by George. That's what you're saying. Just want to make sure that I understand the position. Hang on. Love how many cups I got? What do you mean? Like just how many things I drink out of? You posted the video, I missed it. G.I. Jada. It's unfortunate. I have the best fucking meme ever. Wait, hang on. I literally have like the best meme from that ever, and I can't show it to you guys, unfortunately, because I will get whatever. There's nudity. Maybe I can actually, you know what? Let me edit it. Hold on. I'll edit it just because it's so fucking good. I'll make sure that we get no nudity in it. Hold on. Like I'm sure everybody got like memes to the gills on the Will Smith thing. Hang on. All right. Look at this one. Kicking back, having a grape soda, and watching my wife celebrate my win at the Oscars tonight. God is good. And it's some dude pounding some chick out. Oh, it's so funny, man. I sent that to fucking everyone, dude. I literally sent that to fucking everybody. Why would Schaub lie after it all went down? He said Chael was different. Why? I don't think he would lie. I think he was made to believe that by someone or whatever. Like, why? I mean, I don't think he just straight up made it up. I mean, the like there. there were a bunch of rumors going on. There's still no like definitive thing one way or the other. All I'm saying is that if Chael says he doesn't remember it, I believe him. You know, he's not gonna completely make that up, I don't think. You would think. Thank you, James Edwards. I mean, yeah, I mean, will eventually snap and kill Jada. I don't think it's funny that like I actually just thought about that. I was like, no. And then I actually thought about it. I'm like, that's actually not like completely 100% impossible, incredibly low likelihood, but like, I don't know, man. That whole thing was an incredibly unhinged, crazy reaction. Like, I just don't even know what else to even say about it, man. He's not going to pull an OJ, dude. OJ, like, again, okay, think about this. Okay. I'm glad you brought up OJ actually, because that's a good, it's a good contrast, right? So like OJ, when they were together, right? What was one of those stories that like stuck out to people? You know, like obviously there were a bunch of things about him beating her up. I mean, like generally people don't go from being the fucking heel of the shit to all of a sudden snapping and like murdering someone. Generally it's like a person who's already kind of like a domineering, violent dude takes it all the way, which is the case with OJ. But I always remembered like, because that happened when I was I think I was like, I don't know. I was young, man. Like I don't even think I was in high school. As a matter of fact, I don't think I was in high school. But like, I remember hearing one of these stories where it was like that OJ was at a bar and she was sitting with him and he grabbed her box and he was just like, yeah, this pussy's mine. And he said that to like a whole group of people. And I remember my like young brain kind of understanding what that meant, you know, and just thinking that was the fucking craziest thing I'd ever heard. You know, like, what? It's like in front of a bunch of people, he grabbed her and said that. Like, that's fucking crazy. And so if you think about that and then you contrast it to Will Smith and Jada, it's the exact opposite. The exact polar opposite. She's all, this shit's mine, Will. You can't tell me what I do with this. If I want to use it to pleasure my son's friend, it's the fuck I'm going to do. I'm going to sit right on it and do whatever I want. He can make me in ways you can't. And that's your fault, Will. That's your fault. That's your fault. You can't give me what I need. So I'm going to go get it from this little guy down here. Will's all, that's mine. She's all, it's not yours, bitch. It's August if it's anybody's. Pathetic. I know Will wants to keep his family together at the expense of his own manhood. I mean, listen, man, I feel for the guy, dude. I really, really do. Because like, if you want to keep, like, I get wanting to keep your family together, but you got to have limits. Like, there has to be some kind of limit, dude. And your wife asking you to go to a national fucking television to sign off on her fucking a 21-year-old with your endorsement. I mean, come on, man, draw the fucking line somewhere. I get it. She's manipulative. I get it. She's like told you that every single thing that you've ever done is wrong and that you're the problem. It's your ego, dude. It's your fucking ego, Will. It's your ego. He's like, my ego. Yeah. You need all these things I don't even need. I don't even need all this shit, Will. It's just all you and your pathetic need for attention. You're all, bitch, you're an actress. Okay? You're exactly what he is, except a way less successful version. Okay? You're pretty. He's talented. You're pretty. He's talented. Okay? Hank Hill, thank you very much. Bob seems like Poochie. Will is a huge Poochie. Perhaps you have mentioned, but I believe Will snapped because Jada was disappointed that he was initially laughing at the joke. That's exactly what I said, dude. That is literally exactly what I said. Was that like, I think there is a high probability that what actually happened there was that Will laughed. Like, so it's like, so if you actually play the whole thing out, you got Chris Rock, joke, Will Smith, reaction, Jada, reaction. Then you have about like 3 seconds before he's on his way up the stage, which means there's some kind of interaction between Jada and Will, obviously, that then Will goes, oh, I guess I'm going up. So she gave him some kind of nasty fucking look, obviously. Erickson, thank you very much, man. Now, what I think it was, highly likely, okay, because she didn't have enough time to give him like direct instructions. Like, it's not like she had enough time to be like, Will, I need you to go up there and slap the shit out of Chris Rock and then tell him to keep my name out of his fucking mouth. And I want you to say it just like that. I want you to slap that little bitch up there and tell him, keep my fucking name out of his mouth. There's no time for that, okay? So what I think happened is I think he told the joke. I think Will started laughing because he was laughing, obviously. You know what? Let's do this all together. And then I think that he looked over at Jada, as he does, for constant approval. And she gave him a look of that would fucking cut a person in half. And he thought what that meant was she was mad about the joke when she was probably mad at Will laughed at the fucking joke. Honestly, she's probably just like she, and in all honesty, you know what? I'm going to hang on. Let me show you guys this first. And then I'm going to show you guys some other stuff because she had actually said a bunch of public shit about it. And so there's no reason why Chris Rock should have known that. Like why, for what reason would Chris Rock know shit that I don't know? It's not, it's not his responsibility to like fucking look at every single person's Instagram. I had no idea. Once I looked it up, I was like, okay, I understand. Like, I at least understand why she was pissed. Like, I understand why Jada was pissed. I don't like her, but I don't like her because she fucking humiliated her husband and made it like she thinks that it's cool for her to fuck other guys and then just make Will sit there and sign off on it on national television. That fuck no, dude. This, I at least understand why she didn't like the joke. But nonetheless, hang on. So I think she looked at Will Smith like, what the fuck are you doing laughing at that joke, dude? Like, I think that was her look, was, why are you laughing at this joke? And that is legit, actually. Like, everyone is literally like blaming her for this particular incident. If she cut Will in half with a look, that's fine. Because what the fuck is he doing laughing at that joke? Why the hell is everybody fucking shitting on Chris Rock? It's not Chris Rock's job to know that she's got fucking alopecia. It's her husband's job to know that. So he makes the joke. It's Will Smith's response. If he really wants to punk him, then just, don't laugh. Stonewall the joke. Let him know that he did something wrong without making a spaz out of himself. He sits there and fucking laughs. If I was her, I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, are you fucking serious, dude? I already said no to this. So, hang on.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Look at him.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
What the fuck, man? John Jones' fiance, thank you very much. We know prayer comes true at the exact same rate as chants. Do most Americans understand this? USA always seem to pray for stuff. Do they think it works? You think that like there's a general consensus among the entire United States about the likelihood that prayer is going to result in a positive outcome? Anyway, so yeah, look. So when let me go back to this. So, as a matter of fact, let me go to this. I'll show you guys. This is Jada's. Oh my God. Oof. Wait a minute. They have a family Instagram. Ugh. God. Here we go. Okay. Where the fuck is this thing? It's like. Hold on.
For the scene where you're on the phone talking about the soap opera,
Yes.
who were you talking to?
God damn it. Where the fuck is it? Like, anyway, bottom line is she posted this thing where she's like, here.
Now at this point, I can only laugh. And y'all know I've been struggling with alopecia. And just all of a sudden, one day, look at this line right here. Look at that. Look at that. And so it just showed up like that. Now, this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to hide. So I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking any questions. But you know, Mama's going to put some rhinestones in there. And it's going to make me a little crown. That's what Mama's going to do.
Okay, that was like the end of December. And then like so she like whatever. She's a woman, man. Her fucking hair's falling out. She had a line across the thing. Who knows, like she makes a joke of it there. Who the fuck knows what's going on inside the house? So my guess is inside the house, in the fucking bed. Like, are you guys married? Like, who's married? Okay. What, like, if you're married, you live in the same fucking house, you have the same bedroom as your wife, and her hair's falling out, you're fucking talking to her about it. Like, she's talking about it for sure. And she's struggling with whatever. She puts on a brave face on Instagram, whatever. That's the whole point of this thing is like, why should Chris Rock know that, dude? Why the fuck should Chris Rock know that? Will Smith knows that, dude. Like, that's your wife, bro. Like, that's your fucking wife. And he made a joke about it. And you laughed. Like, you fucking laughed. And then when she iced you because she's like, are you fucking serious, dude? Of all the shit for you to fucking laugh at, you're laughing at me and my, like, are you fucking serious? How many fucking times have we talked about this shit? You fucking laughed at that joke? And Will's like, and he just goes up and fucking slaps Chris Rock and humiliates her. Like, fucking humiliates her. So, like, when you really reframe it like that, it's Will, dude. He's pathetic. It's honestly not even her fucking fault. Like, she's like, you know, she's done a great job of hollowing the guy out to where he has no confidence. But in that situation, that's Will's fault. He shouldn't have laughed at the joke in the first place. And he certainly didn't read the fucking look right. She's like, and Will's all, oh, I guess that means go slap Chris Rock. Fucking moron, dude. Idiot. So yeah, there you go. So now you want me to bridge both sides? Because I'm looking at like all these people are like, no, that's fucked up that he joked about the alopecia. No, it's not, because he didn't fucking know. Well, that's his right to defend his wife. She didn't fucking want him to do that, dude. There's only one person who's a moron in this entire thing, and it's fucking Will Smith. He's an idiot, dude. He's an idiot. MMA ref guru. Thank you, sir. He's this angry in March. Imagine August. That's funny, dude. Imagine August. Drooby Doo, I agree with that, dude. Fucking imagine having that conversation with your lady. She's like, listen. So I just want you to know, like, I have feelings for this other guy. Feelings for another guy. Mm-hmm. And they're my feelings. They're not your feelings. They're my feelings. And you want to know why? Because you don't satisfy me emotionally or physically. And he does. Really, he satisfies you physically in every possible way. Mm-hmm. What's his name and address? You know him. He's actually sleeping over right now. It's Jaden's best friend. So after you go to sleep, I'll probably go down there and see if he needs anything polished, you know, because you might not know because you're not man enough, but I'm pretty good at polishing things when I really put my mind to it. So that's probably going to happen. Why? What's wrong? You don't like it? Oh, you're gonna tell me not to do it, Will? You're gonna become a man finally? Huh? You fucking become a man and tell me whose this is. He's not like, if there's ever in history been a girl who needs an actual strong dude to keep her in check, it's that fucking girl. It's unnatural for that, you know, like it's unnatural. All right. What else we got? Jess, what are my thoughts on Andrew Tate? Why? Is there something you mean? Who are we talking? The fucking kickboxer? What about him? Did something happen? Wait a minute. Racist tweets attacking Chael and ex-husband Ashley Cole. Wait, racist and homophobic tweets? Oh my God. From 2016? I can't. Jada is cosplaying a... that's not funny, Hank Hill. And Big Les, I agree with that. Trying to regain some of that sense of power, physically intimidating. Like, what was really funny that I listened to today, I was listening to Jocko talk about it, you know? And he's like, dude, he's like, I mean, listen, he's like if you're in, you know, if you're in a unit, if you're on a team, he's talking like a SEAL team. He's like, if you're on a SEAL team and someone, you know, two guys have a disagreement and one of them gets smacked in the mouth, like that's just something that happens. He's like, if you're at football practice and two kids, they dive into each other, throw each other on the ground, they smack each other's helmets. He's like, that's kind of like, that's not a big deal. He's like, if you're at the Oscars and you're all in suits and shit, that's something different, man. It's hilarious. Listen to that. Like, it's great. Listen to, you know, because like hang on, actually. Sid Dave, thank you very much. Will Smith is a cuck. You should offer Jada to Chris Rock for a night to make up for it. I wonder Will Smith would have dared if it were Rock or The Rock or Momoa. Of course he wouldn't. That's another thing that's exactly what Jocko said. He's like, they're like, who's like a tough comedian? They're all, hey, what if it was Rogan? You think he would have tried that with Rogan? It's like, fuck no, he wouldn't have done that if he was Rogan. Rogan would have caught that. Well, Rogan wouldn't. He would have just slipped it and been like, "What are you doing, dude? Are you sure?" You know, can you imagine how humiliating that would be if you went up and tried to pull that shit on someone who actually knows how to move and knows how to fight, and you try to slap him and they just slip it? You know, it's like you threw a punch at him, you know, and they step out in circle, and then it's like, you know, they make it clear that if they wanted to, they could have countered you and put you out, but they didn't. They're like, "Whoa, dude, what are you doing?" That would be the most fucking humiliating thing ever. Is if you actually tried to go slap a dude and they just slipped and circled, make you look like a fucking biggest idiot. What do you swing and miss? Oh my God. That'd be fucking amazing, dude. If he went up on the stage and he went up, he's like, whoop, and someone's like, whoa. And just they completely miss and they step back and they're like, what could make you look like a bigger bitch than if you tried to slap a man and they just slipped it and didn't hit you back and just looked at you like, what are you doing? No, catching his hand is actually less emasculating than making him miss, dude. Like if if you're like, whoom, and they just go, they're like, whoa. That's way less emasculating because at least your hand like makes contact, like as if but like when you make him actually like, because he doesn't really, he's like, wah! He just miss. You look like the biggest fucking pussy on earth. Oh man, Joe wouldn't do anything. Joe wouldn't do that. He would just make him miss. He would make him miss, and he'd look like a complete fucking imbecile. And the reason why Joe wouldn't do anything is because Joe's a strong person that knows that exerting violence at the Academy Awards doesn't make you look strong. It makes you look weak. If he falls on his face, it's actually not as bad as just missing, dude. Like literally just pure, plain and simple missing. Ugh. No, Rogan's not going to, that's what I'm saying. Rogan's not going to do anything. I mean, Rogan could. Like, imagine if he came rolling up on, and Rogan just did a spinning back kick to his solar plexus on the way in. Like, I'm still not convinced that there are, a better than, I don't know. My point, there's a high percentage of people who eat a heel to the solar plexus from Rogan and die. I really believe that. Like if he goes full throttle and sticks that fucking spinning back kick directly into a person's solar plexus who's not expecting it and is not conditioned to eat shots, I think they die. I really do. Or at the very least, they are so fucked up that you can't even they're just, she generates so much force on that thing. Yeah, I bet August did slap Jada, dude. Right on her ass. Your money's on Will Smith against Joe Rogan? Who is that? I'm going to let you, just want to make sure that just make sure I understand. Daniel Couture, you're saying that if Joe Rogan and Will Smith fought, you would bet on Will Smith. That's your bet. Here, let's do this. Okay, actually, I don't even need to do a poll. I'm telling you, there is no conversation here. Look at like fucking none. Rogan and Will Smith could fight 10,000 times, and Rogan chooses a different way to beat him 8,000 of the 10,000. There is no chance. Like absolutely no fucking chance. Rogan could do like Gordon Ryan, put it into a fucking envelope and just be like leg kicks until he collapses. Boom. And he'd leg kick him until he collapses. He's like solar plexus, shatter his fucking ribs. Boom. And then he would have, how many envelopes would he have where he's finishing him with a strike? He hasn't even started fucking with jujitsu. And he's got 1,000 ways that he could fucking submit him with jujitsu. I mean, it's laughable, dude. Smith has a killer armbar. Oh, you're fucking with me. Okay, that's funny, dude. That's funny. I thought you were serious. That was funny. Baiting me now. Look at that, dude. You baited me into that. Well played, sir. Sid Dave, Jaden doesn't introduce his friends to mom anymore. How do you know that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Never. When do I get to meet your parents, Jaden? Never, son. Why not? Well, my mom might fuck you. He's like, well, I think we should definitely at least do dinner. We should at least just do dinner. I just, I think it'd be rude if I didn't say hi. Why do you want to meet her so bad now? What do you mean? Just seems like all of a sudden you really want to meet my family. No, I'm a really big fan of The Matrix that she's in. There, he's like, no one likes The Matrix, dude. Like the Matrix movies she's in are not good. Don't pretend like you want the fucking Matrix. She's like, no, really, I do. Like Neo, all those other characters, Lawrence Fishburne, it's Jada Pinkett that really made me love that movie. I just want to meet her. Do you think that she would have coffee with me or whatever? You want to fuck my mom? I want to fuck your mom. Do I think Will Smith can actually box? Yes. dude, any of these guys that took a role super serious into like a boxing role, they can box. Like, I mean, they're not fucking professionals, but they can box. Like if you put Michael B. Jordan in there with like just some person that thinks they're like, they punch somebody in the bar and makes them hard, he fucked their shit up in the ring, dude. He would fuck them up. Fuck them up. But you know what? We're going to do a quiz because there's actually a correct answer. This isn't even an opinion. Check this out. Stay around for this. This is actually going to be a really good poll, I promise. I don't know how to spell fucking Jake Gyllenhaal. Oops. We're asking who has the best boxing skill out of any actor. Oh yeah. Oh man. Wait, really? I can't. Okay, well, professional boxers are not included. Tommy Morrison's not included. I'm talking about like someone that I see Mickey Rourke, but that's not correct anyway. So, all right, boom. Let's see what everybody thinks. It's up there. Some of you guys know what's up. I mean, I guess this is semi-opinion, but hi, Bubba. Say hi to everybody online.
What?
I'm live. Say hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
At my house.
Yeah, I know you're at your house. What's going on? I'm doing a poll. I'm going to have to jump off in 1 second.
Hi.
Love you. I'll call you in a second. All right, end poll. Real serious question. Who put Jake Gyllenhaal? Did you just do that because I said Jake Gyllenhaal? So I'm up to argue this, but my answer is Hilary Swank. Hilary Swank in fucking $1 Million Baby, at the very least in the training scenes, there's no one who's ever sold professional boxer better on screen than Hilary Swank, especially in the training scenes. Like in the parts where like, where they turn her from like, like just like a brawler into like a stone professional. She is so fucking vicious in those, dude. Like you could tell they had to like, it was hard. Like you could tell that like she had trained so much that when they have her starting and she doesn't know how to do speed bag, it's like hard for her to look shitty. And then, dude, she was so sick. Tom Hardy is actually, that's a good point. Tom Hardy is a fucking legit fighter too. Someone is about to take that peach tea for the first time. would I care if Pat Barry subbed to my kid's YouTube? Like Pat Barry's fucking amazing. Yeah, I would be stoked. David and Goliath. Thank you very much. I'm wondering what self-proclaimed black cultural expert DJ Vlad has to say on Will Smith's Chris Rock situation. So here's what I would say to that. I don't understand how anyone could connect that to a race thing. Will Smith's black, Chris Rock's black, Jada Pinkett Smith's black. It obviously doesn't represent any kind of like traditional behavior from any race because no one's ever done that before. So like, I honestly don't. I heard that same shit like yesterday, people talking. I'm like, how is this a race thing, dude? Like, human beings are just people. You want to know what race all of them are? Rich. Rich and famous is your race. John Jones' fiance. Oh, Pat Barry. Yes, I would love if Pat Barry did anything having to do with me. So here's what I'll say about that, dude. As a matter of fact, that throws me a softball on this one point that I made recently on Jesse on Everything. So basically, I'm trying to think So Whoopi Goldberg. Remember when Whoopi Goldberg did that thing where she was like, the Holocaust wasn't based on race, and everybody is like, it wasn't based on what the fuck are you talking about? She's all, it's just white people killing other white people. Okay, like dumb comment, not really that big a deal. Like, in my opinion, not a big deal. Like, just an incorrect, stupid comment, but who fucking cares? Does anybody look to Whoopi Goldberg? They're all, oh, Russia's talking about potentially implementing nuclear weapons. They're all, geez, what does Whoopi Goldberg think? What does Whoopi Goldberg think about all this? Like, she's not a fucking thought leader. She's a Dunsky actress, okay, that somehow is sitting on The View. So, like, I don't understand why everybody's getting super fucking bent out of shape about anything relating to her, period, okay? I saw what you said about Pat Barry and Rose. I don't think that's accurate, but I don't care anyway. I love both of them. So when she gave her, like, her explanation about it, and she was like, she played the card, like she was like, well, as a black woman, I know in society that blah, 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 blah. And I just like, my eyes rolled through the back of my skull. And I'll tell you exactly why. Okay. Do black people have a different experience in the United States than white people? 100%, in a million different ways, like a million different ways. And if you can't be honest about that, then you're stupid. Like, that's just, like, you're just not, like, if you really think it's exactly the same, you're a fucking idiot. It's just not, like, it's not the same at all. Think about think about if you had a daughter and then she brought home her boyfriend and he's a black dude. Like, I'm not, that's good. Like, I'm pretty sure my daughter does actually have a black boyfriend now, but nonetheless, like, I'm fine with that. But at the very least, you're going to, just on autopilot where you're thinking about your kid, you're like, man, is she, like, would they face any kind of adversity as a result of that? And if you come with like, oh no, it's impossible because it's exactly like, it's just not the same thing. It's getting much better, not the same thing for regular black people. Okay. Like, just, you're black, you're white, we're both kind of normal, whatever. Okay. If you're a famous celebrity, a famous rich celebrity that happens to be black, do you really think that what makes, like, what your identifier is that you're black, Whoopi Goldberg? You're famous and rich. That's what the fuck you are. You're famous and rich, dude. Like, you walk in, like, because the whole point is black person walks into certain environment treated differently, right? Like, treated differently as a result of that. So that's the basis that everybody knows is true in not in all cases, but in some cases, right? Okay. Well, Whoopi Goldberg walks into every situation and she is a famous, rich celebrity. Okay. That's how she gets treated. So her trying to play that card is fucking laughable, dude. Like, literally laughable. And it's the kind of thing that makes everyone discount the entire topic because she's obviously so stupid, ignorant, and full of shit that it makes people like just go, oh, well, I guess everybody's full of shit who says things like that. So, like, I don't know. I don't even remember what just that it was like it's like everyone always tries to jam things into the fucking race category where you're like, that matters sometimes and it doesn't other times. And fucking Chris Rock and Will Smith, they're rich, famous people. They're not black. Like, as far as like the world is concerned, they're famous and rich. That's what they are. Did no one's saying about Stallone would win, whatever. I said who had the best boxing technique? Like who looks like a legit boxer in those movies? Like Gyllenhaal, he is in slow motion. I actually couldn't watch that movie. That Southpaw movie, I was like, I can't watch this. Like he's so fucking slow. Was Colby set up? That's exactly right, Kenny. I missed John Jones' fiance's Dono. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I don't care if Pat groomed her. No, I don't. Not now. They've been married for what? How old is Rose? Yeah, she's 30, dude. They've been together her entire adult life. No, I don't care. Like, does Pat Barry strike you as like a manipulative, like super high thinking guy? He's all, ooh, I'm gonna groom this little thing. Or you think he's like, hi, like Mick Smalley said, he was like, he's all, Pat Barry thinks exclusively in SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he was into a girl who was way younger than him, it's probably because they connected on a, and clearly that's a good thing. Those two fucking love the shit out of each other. If I found out my daughter's husband groomed her, I wouldn't care. Man, people have such weird ways of how is that even moderately connected? Rose had a fucking super crazy abusive like upbringing. And I'm saying that now at age 30, and she's been married to him forever, her entire adult life, you can say in hindsight, like whatever happened to get them together, it seems to have been a good thing because they have a really happy marriage and they love each other to death. So how is that the same thing as like finding out that, there's some creep who's like actively grooming my daughter at age whatever? It's fucking, how are those two things even remotely like the same? Ronnie S. The Ukraine war is a conspiracy by the wealthy and the rich to make Europeans fight each other. Zelensky and oligarchs, part of the tribe. Maybe. I very, very much have just ignored all of it. I'm fucking done, dude. I'm done. I'm tapping out on it, all of it. It's just like, I don't believe anything, so why even read about it? Correct, Matt Morrison. Exactly, Fat Bomb. Correct. So, like, if you're talking grooming, what that means is a person is like a creep who likes young girls or young boys or whatever. And so they get them really young and they're like, hey, the second that you turn 18 or 17 when this is legal, then we can get it on. Okay. It doesn't mean they're like, hey, I'm in love with you. And as soon as it's legal, we'll get married and we'll stay together for the rest of your life. I mean, it's fucking so dumb. Hello, this is Jesse. Hi. You said dental? Yeah. Oh, are they not there? Okay, hang on. I'll call my wife. Okay, bye. The fuck? Gabrielle, get August's dick out of your mouth. Just kidding. All right. Jada likes Jesse because they have the same mindset. Yeah. Chael says he doesn't remember anything. Took Ambien, doesn't remember a single thing. What the fuck? See, let me just geolocate these motherfuckers because I'm gonna have to. Oh wait. Oh, they're on their way. Walking across the golf course. See you guys? That's where Gabrielle is. Walking across the golf course. Your grooming take as a father is disappointing. Okay. I can't. Again, am I down with people grooming young people? Of course not. If a person's been married for fucking whatever, 10 or 12 years, and they're going to remain together and they have a happy marriage, do I care how their relationship started? No. Stop trying to get the man canceled, please. 276. Where is 276? Why would Colby run away after he got hit? I mean, dude, he's like, okay. Oh, shut up, MMA ref. Hi, hey, this is Jesse. I was just calling to let you know that the girls, you guys had actually sent a text message to schedule them for 4:45. So that's they thought they were coming at 4:45. So they're on their way right now.
Okay, yeah, two of them were scheduled at 4, and then the other one was 4:45.
Oh, okay. So she got confused, but yeah, they're walking over. We're right across the street. Okay. Right, thank you. Yeah, Kenny or Colby's getting jumped. Why would he run away, dude? If it's a one-on-one fight, I mean, I feel like I just saw him in a one-on-one fight for 25 fucking straight minutes in a cage. So obviously he's not scared of fucking George one-on-one. Bro. Atbury and Rose are like totally inseparable. I say we've been dating more than 5 years. Like, let me see when they're. Oh my God. The first thing I see when I look up their relationship, did Pat Barry groom Rose Namajunas? Jesus, man. People are fucking idiots, man. He's currently 42 and she's 29. Rose met Barry when she was really young. When Rose was 18, Barry was 31. And needless to say, it was right around that time that the fighters met. They met when she was 18, dude. Jesus, is that a little different than fucking 14? Why are you spreading bullshit? They met when they were 14. Met when she was fucking 18 years old, dude. Jesus. They met at age 18. Oh man, he's fucking grooming the shit out of her, man. And he was grooming her for marriage. That's so fucking stupid, dude. Jays, he's grooming her for what? They're all marriage. It's like, woof. Wow, that is. I mean, you probably saw 14 like on a Reddit thread or something. The best section to buy tickets at T-Mobile Arena. Let me check actually, because I actually can't answer that. But I have to see it. Hang on. T-Mobile UFC seating chart. Let's see. So I would say the best seats in the house would be the front row of sections 4 and 5. Those are going to be, oh wait, oh shit, that's not the UFC one. Hang on. Sorry. Oh, it's still the same though. So the best seats in the house will be the very front row of section 4 and 5 with 3 very close behind. Because that's where the fighters come in. So the fighters come in right there, and you're in the front row. It's the lower section. You're elevated so you can see into the octagon a little bit better. The floor seats, yeah, like the floor seats are cool. As a matter of fact, actually, the floor seats at 270 were much cooler than at T-Mobile, because at 270 in Anaheim, you could stand up and walk around. So you can like stand up, and then there's like the section in the back. You can walk over and kind of like go over to the ropes where the fighters come in and stuff. But like at T-Mobile, you can't do that. Like the seats are, you're in your seat. And I don't know, in my opinion, the distance that you are closer to the octagon, which candidly is not even really, like, if you measure this actually, like if you're in the front row of section 4 or 5, you are as close as you would be from the middle of the floor seats and back. So you can get a little bit closer if you have really close floor seats, but your view is inhibited because you have to look up into the octagon. So if they're on the other side of the octagon, or if they're grappling, you can't see very well. So I don't know, unless you're at the very, very front of the floor seats, I am not convinced those are the best. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, they're not better. Like these lower sections in the front row are the best. But what I requested for our next one is I requested the front row of an upper section. So like, and that way you look over, like only specific ones, because they're like close to the octagon, but you look over the cage. So you like look into the cage. But I had some pretty stringent like guidelines for this next one because we have a bunch of people going. Oh, My pleasure. They'll be fucking expensive, dude. Those ones at T-Mobile will be super expensive. That's exactly where we're sitting for 273, though. Like what I just described for 273, that's exactly where our seats are for 273. Correct. Yeah, Josh Crow. I agree. But those seats for, I don't know how the fuck we got those. I don't know how we got those seats for 73. Like they're so expensive now. Let's see. Where is UFC 275 going to be? Singapore. Well, that's interesting. So who's going to be on that card? Valentina Glover and Yuri and Valentina and Santos, Whitaker and Marvin Vettori. Interesting. Well, I don't think we'll do a group to Singapore, most likely. Who would want to go if we did Singapore? Because I'm guessing it would just Gabrielle and I would probably just go by ourselves. Let's see, though. You know who's in Singapore? Rich Franklin, son. Oh yeah, what am I doing for dinner here? At Bonton. Let's see how far that is. I missed one. Oh, MMA ref guru. Kane shot an innocent old man. Yep, he shot an innocent old man sitting next to a dude who molested his kid. Don't sit next to child molesters if you don't want to get shot. Oops. Cajun Creole cuisine. Maybe I'll go do that. Hey, Rush. So what you're saying then is that dating an 18-year-old is the same as grabbing the private area on 100 occasions of a 3-year-old. Noted, bro. Noted. Mitchie B, thank you, sir. Exactly. He was driving fucking Getaway, dude. Oh, man. I agree. Don't go on a rampage. Wait till you get the guy alone. He turned him into the cops. Cops turned him back on the street. Strickland's not defending child molesting, is he? Strickland's burner said, my dad wouldn't even hug me. That doesn't sound like he's defending child molesters. Can you try to tell Guru later on in your live stream, Hank, please, bruh, I've been in chat every day wondering why I got no response. Wait, what? All right, I don't know. Take a group to ADCC. Nope, I'm not defending groomers. I am defending a dude who has been married to a chick or has been together with her for her entire adult life. when she's 30. Anyone who thinks that's the same thing is dumb. Damn. Flights to fucking Singapore are bananas. Jesus. 21 fucking hours is the shortest one. Some of them are 33 hours. I don't want to go to the fucking UFC that bad. I'm not going to that shit. Wait. Anyone who has a problem with groomers are delusional. Okay, guys. Okay. Grooming is bad. Okay. Grooming's bad. If you're a creep, if you're like a Chris D'Elia or something, you know, I know he's working on himself, but if you're pulling shit like that, hey, how old are you? You know, like, I can't believe I have to have conversations like this with people because I can't tell if they're serious or not. I can't. Maybe they're like Will Smith trying to, oh yeah, Will Smith would beat up Joe Rogan. Where I'm like, are you fucking serious? Maybe this is an idiot doing this to me. But so if like Chris D'Elia, if the stories are true, he's banging them and he's like, how old are you? 17. Oh my God, it's so fucking hot. Okay. That's a groomer fucking creep, dude. Like a creep gets off on them being like super innocent and young. That shit's fucking evil, dude. But falling in love with a girl and then staying with her entire adult life, that's not grooming, dude. Adam Watts, thank you, sir. Kane, for something like this, there should be a 1-year legal parameter around the event for temporary insanity for fathers of the molested. 1 year might be a little long, dude. One year might be a little bit long. The dude that Kane shot was the homeowner who more than likely knew his middle-aged son was diddling kids at their at-home childcare center. Also, Pat Barry is 100% a groomer. Look into it more. I don't need to look into it more. He's been with her. Okay, so hypothetically, if he wasn't, so let's say that we caught this story when Rose was 19. Okay, let's say that he met her when she was 16, and he was like, "Ooh, that's a little tight piece. It's going to be nice when it's legal." Hey, Rose, you ever sat on a big boy's lap? You ever sat on that lap of a heavyweight? Come here, little girl. Tell daddy all your problems. And in his mind, he's like, God, I'm going to fucking smash this as soon as it's legal. Fucking smash it to death. Okay, well, if you came into the story at that stage, you're like, hey, dude, you're a sick fuck groomer. Okay? If you come into the story at the stage where it's like he met her and he was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, but like she's a little bit young. I don't know how to feel, but like I'm just going to stay around her. And then they end up friends and then they end up together and then they've been together for 10 fucking years when she's 30 and you're all, look at that groomer. Then you're a fucking idiot. I already read Barry. Mix Molly did just as good a job as anybody could ever do. I feel like he thinks SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. Everyone likes Pat Barry, man. He's an impulsive, reckless dude that's awesome. Chael said that he doesn't remember a single thing that happened that night. Ambien, I've never seen Mix Molly's face, no. I've talked to him plenty of times. It's kind of weird talking to him when he's not on script because he sounds exactly the same. Like he sounds fucking exactly the same, except he's just like free balling. I love Pat Barry. That's how me and Anthony became friends. Is I broke into his house, did meth off of his thing, took the most hellacious ass whipping of all time and survived. I've got enough of this. What time we got? It's an hour and a half. All right, I got to jump. I got to go eat some dinner, son. Guys who burgle any professional fighter or any fucking SF guy or whatever. It's like, I would just assume that burglars don't know whose house is that. Talk about the fucking worst house you could have ever broken into is Anthony's house. It's like, I mean, I guess there's actually just lots of houses that they would have eaten a bullet. Like, you know, especially Nebraska, dude. Nebraska, they'll just fucking shoot you. And they won't even ask any questions. They'll just be like, so who is this guy? I'm not sure. He was in my house. They're all right, here, just zip him up. I like MMA Guru. I've always liked MMA Guru. MMA Guru going against Kane, I just don't think he has kids. Anyone who goes against Kane, I just assume they don't have kids, dude. Like, that simple. Of course, if that story is real, would Bob be an accessory to the assault if he set Colby up? 100%. Like if that's real, he's like, yeah, he's like, so George, he's like, yeah, man, this guy fucking running his mouth. He's all, what do you want to do? George is all, I'm gonna roll up on him, and then with no warning, I'm gonna knock his fucking teeth out. I'm gonna take his chain. I'm gonna fuck his face, man. I want you to hold his ears while I fuck his face. Bob's all, yeah. I'm going from this comedy prank thing, you know, like these public pranks that we do. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm going jail style. We're going serious. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get him at dinner. I'm gonna get him nice and relaxed. You know, I'm gonna get him to drink. George's all, ooh. Turns out he doesn't drink. Like, you know, I know him pretty well. He doesn't drink. He's all right. I'll get him to drink a lot of water so he's feeling nice and relaxed. And right when he thinks there's nothing that's gonna happen, I'll tell you where we're at. You come in and you fuck him up, dude. Fuck his shit up, George. I want you to fuck him up, George. So, well, I know why I supposedly don't like him, but why don't you like him? He's all, I don't know, man. Like, why am I doing this? Bob Menery set up Colby. Why am I doing this again? I don't know. I'm asking you. Why are you doing this? I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be a really great publicity stunt for me personally. I'd get a lot of followers because, you know, I know everyone knows the Nelk Boys. They don't necessarily know my name. But also, I think, you know, if there are any stories we're trying to, you know, attract attention away from, then this will be another headline that'll do that, right? Wait, that's why you're doing it? No. I just want to fuck him up. Yeah, but why? I don't know, man. But let's do it. Of course he'd be a fucking accessory. You know what I mean? There's footage of Bob calling for George as they walk out of the restaurant. Yeah. Hey, so, hey, Bob, this is someone who knows you. Could you walk me through how you went from whatever I would have characterized you as before to someone who would set up Colby Covington for a vicious attack in the street? Yeah, man, I'm changing. You know, I'm just changing. I used to be a person that just, you know, was trying to get successful with my friends. And now I'm a fucking gangster, dude. Like, now I'm a straight up gangster. I set down the pranks and now I'm a legit gangster. Like, George told me what he wanted to do, which was sneak up on him with a bunch of super dangerous Miami guys. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I've never done a thing like this before, but I think I'm going to do this time. I think this is something I'm going to do. I'm going to set him up, dude. What changed? I just decided it's boring to be famous and rich. I want to be a gangster. I want to fucking risk prison, dude. I told George to use a wrench. I said he should try to fucking break his skull, man. He didn't listen to me. If he would have listened to me, Colby, there'd be nobody to testify, nobody to fucking press charges. You know what I'm saying? This just doesn't really sound like you. Maybe you just don't know me, dude. Maybe you don't know me as well as you think you did. Strickland's burner is Strickland, you guys. That's why I never talk shit to him. Because I love Strickland, the real one. Adam Watts, molestation has been called soul murder. It's an apt description, I think. I totally fucking agree with that. Especially when you actually think about what you're doing it for. Like, it's like, this is the way I think about it. Separate molestation into a two-sided conversation, right? What happens to the victim? Okay, what's the damage that happens? Like the real fucking damage that happens to a kid that gets molested over and over and over. Okay. What's the lasting damage to a kid? And then come over here and it's like, why'd you do that? Like, why would you do that? And when you take those two sides of it and put it together, it's like, kill that motherfucker, dude. Like, kill that fucking guy. Oh, how old was she? Oh, she was 8, dude. You know, like, oh, that girl, she was 8. And what did he do? Yada, 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 yada. What? Yeah, man. He did it. Like, that's what he did. How is she supposed to live some kind of normal life and ever have a relationship with a dude that even resembles something like based on trust and safety? Oh, she won't. She'll never be able to do that. No matter what she does, she can go to therapy her entire life. She'll never wash off what that guy did. So she's ruined, basically. I mean, not like as a person, but she's certainly ruined in terms of like being able to have like a healthy, normal relationship with a guy, like ever. Okay, cool. Hey, why'd you do that? He's like, I'm attracted to kids. What? Yeah, I'm just sexually attracted to kids, man. And she's a kid. So I did it. Like I did that to her because I just am. Die, dude. Like in the ground. You are a broken fucking automatron. Like humans are not supposed to be wired that way. If you are, you're broken. You are out of the gene pool. Like I don't care what the fuck happened to you. You know, like the one that went after Rittenhouse, you know, the one that is like, I don't want to say that word on YouTube, but forced himself on a bunch of like 10 and 12-year-old boys, which is why he was in prison until the day before the Rittenhouse incident. Okay. That guy, his childhood was fucked. The same exact thing happened to him in a bunch of foster homes. So he was like one of those, he was a throwaway kid. Like he was a throwaway kid. He was a kid that existed and had no one. Foster care, you know, where all of the fucking predators go because they know no one cares about the kids. So they can just have whatever they want from them. And there's no one who's going to care. There's no one who's going to come back on them. Nothing. They're like, hey, so tell me about your life. They're all, well, I just live in this house. It's all, where's your family? They're all, I don't have one. It's like, you don't have no drug addict mom? No. Like, so no drug addict mom that's going to come back later after she sobers up and realizes she cares about you? No, I don't have that. It's like, so no one cares about you. No one cares about me. I'm going to fuck you then. Like, what redeemable quality is there? Fucking put them in the ground. Like, no questions asked. And like I said, the dude driving the car, sitting next to one of them. People just don't think about this shit, dude. Like people just don't, they just don't think. They don't think, you know. They just think like, hang on. It's like what I said in my video about how people interpret people's jail sentences, you know, where it's like, they're all, oh, you got 10 years. Like, and in comparison, I've heard people get life. I've heard people get 35 years in prison. And so 10 years doesn't sound that long. And you're like, it's 10 fucking years, dude. 10 years in prison. So people like hear things and they don't actually even like understand like what it actually means. So when it comes to pedos, I mean, you're like, so, okay, cool. Like, so they did that for no reason, like kill that guy. Okay. So what about this one? Like this 8-year-old boy that this happened to, like, what do we do with him? And you look at him and he's a fucking baby. He's 8 years old and he's just looking up at you like, all I've ever wanted is someone that just cares about me. And you're like, well, I can't offer you that. And that's not going to happen. There's no one for you. Like, I know you were hoping that someone would like help you and adopt you, but instead that guy fucked you. That guy. And the only reason that he's around is because he's a predator. And that's why he hangs around places like this, foster care, shit like that, because he knows no one's fucking looking out for kids like you. So what do we do with this kid now? And he's like, yeah, so is anybody going to care about me? We're like, no, not really. And when I say not really, I mean like, no, not at all. Like, as a matter of fact, it's probably going to happen to you again quite a few times because no one cares about you. So, and then they grow up and then they turn into one of these fucking guys. That's why you need to put them in the ground because it is a cycle that will continue. Like, it's really tragic that this fucking 8-year-old had nobody, but if he's going to grow up and turn into someone who's going to do it to other kids, whack him out, dude. Whack him out. Like, and I don't mean whack him out when he's 8. I mean, like, whack them out. You give the 8-year-old the opportunity to like, kind of pull it together because lots of them do. But you get caught doing shit like that. Why am I paying a fucking dime for Jerry Sandusky to have a meal in jail? Fuck that guy, dude. Fuck that guy. Fuck any of these sick bastards, man. Just clip them. Anywho, all right, I got to jump. Love you guys. Peace.